Hi, my name is Matthew Blasingame. Today is, what is today? June the 17th. This is FTT 122, and my instructor's name is Cooper Watson. Today we'll be going over taking apart a cartridge for a bullet and weighing the projectiles and going over how to weigh it and measure and take it apart and all that good stuff. You guys see edit, and I have no editing skills, so you're going to see a lot of me doing this deposit, just to give you a heads up, because that, to me, that's editing. Anyway, so let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do today is we got a 30-30. We have our little collet, I guess we call it. And so what we're going to do is I have my bullet puller. I've taken the end of it off. I found the right collet for the 30-30. I'm going to take it, I'm going to drop it down into the little groove here, right? So, and it's going to go with the bevel going down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here, and we're going to tighten this bad boy up just till it meets the hammer part. Okay, remember we're going to take our 30-30. We're going to slide that bad boy in there. We're going to loosen it just a hair, and then we're going to clench it way tight. And then I'm going to come over here, take this, and I'm going to come over to my, right there, you see, my little anvil part I have for my vise here, and I'm going to give it some wax. You can hear it's come loose, okay? Once it's come loose, now you're going to go ahead and you're going to unscrew this part, okay? Once this comes up, you just pull it right here. Then you can obviously take the cartridge out. Now in real life, your projectile and your powder would be down to the bottom of this because it's usually here, or not, I'm sorry, not your projectile, but your powder would all be down here because it would all fall out. And then what you would do with that is take your little handy dandy scale that we have here and you would dump it into there, okay? Now obviously the projectile came out. So you'd want to also make sure you get all out of there if you're going to weigh it, and make sure you have a proper weight of what actually was in that cartridge, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to set this bad boy off to the side. Okay, now you have your cartridge. Now in real life you would have a primer in here, which we don't because this is a dummy round. But, and it sounds crazy to me, but hey, I was watching the video and he said that what you would do is you would put it into the gun and you would find a safe place to point the gun, and then you would fire the gun and then the primer would come out. Never tried it, but that's what the instructor says. Long with it. So now you have your primer out, you have your powder out, and you have your cartridge assembled. To measure, you're going to have your little micrometer here, okay? And you're going to do the length of your projectile. So you want to make sure this guy's zeroed out first. So when you come all the way down, make sure that little zero and everything is all together. I used to use one of these 20 years ago when I worked for a machine shop. It's amazing how things come back, muscle memory, right? So you're going to take forever to do it like this. All right, so we're going to open this bad boy up. Okay, we're going to get the projectile. Keep going. We're going to get the projectile's length, if I can ever get this thing to open up all the way. Okay, and projectile's length on this guy, we're going to write it down. Where my handy dandy pen just went to. We'll use a different one since I'm losing stuff today. Oh, there it is. I don't like that pen. I like this pen better. Okay, so the projectile's length. You're looking at, if I can see here today, let's say 0.850 is the length. So 8,050. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna do the projectile's diameter. Where are we at? 4 minutes? Okay, we're on. I don't know how many we got, but I'm going. Okay. Diameter in the projectile, you're looking at 300. Okay. Next, we're going to do the cartridge. You're going to do the neck. Okay. You got a little neck here. And you're looking at, for the neck is 300. Okay. Shoulder is, if I can get this guy open a little bit more. Shoulder is, you're looking at I want to say 375. your body. So the body, slide that bad boy down some. Body is 400. Okay, and then we're gonna go down on the rim. 5 minutes. Took me a minute. I'm going too slow here. Okay, we got the rim. Get in there. See what I'm doing here? Because I'm old, I can't see stuff anymore. We're looking at around 480 for the rim. Okay, and then for the weight, we're moving. I mean, not pause this at all. For the weight, what you would do for the projectile is you would turn this guy on, your little scale here. Just hit the little button, turns it on, blue guy. Okay, then you would hold this M down to zero it out. Okay, and then once it says calibrate, you take your little guy right here, you put it right there. Oh, wait. Forgot to do that part, my bad. Okay, so that guy's on. Okay, so now this guy, you're gonna take him and you're gonna put him right here on this little handy scale, and he's gonna weigh out at 150.3 in grains. Projectile's weight 150 grains. Okay, so we got all that, and then we gotta do our little woohoo! We gotta move. Okay, don't knock me. And then we gotta do our little scale drawing, which I was supposed to do before, but I can draw pretty well. So look like this guy, and then you come up here, here, and here. See, I don't know how to edit things, so when you guys say edit, I'm thinking either do a lot of pausing, which is not great, or you just do our thing. Okay? So now that we have our cartridges, we can actually go through and we can write down all of our measurements. So you have your projectile, right? So you have your projectile's weight and its measurements. You have your projectile's weight measurements. You have your body. So you have the neck, you have the shoulder, the body, the rim, and I've already said all those, so you know what they all are, and the grands, and yeah, that's it. Until next week when you tell me how to put it all back together. Anyways, I hope it was correct, and have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.